Hello everyone and welcome back to another exciting edition of White and Nerdy Casts. I'm White and Nerdy and I'll be doing your casting today. We are dealing with a ranked flex game. I believe it is about gold elo. We are doing this for Crit Nasty, as he's known on Twitch, or Mauled Life in League of Legends. That is the blue team Sylas. Very exciting to, be able to partner with some people, cast some games for whoever wants. Always a fun time. Bring a little hype into their everyday games. So, really excited to get to it. Obviously, before we hop into the main part of the game, let's go over the team comps and just chat through them a little bit. In the top lane, we are looking at a very, very snowballing matchup. Disneyland on Irelia versus Be Lucky on Yasuo. Irelia versus Yasuo, just total squishiness. You would expect the Irelia to win early, has so much early damage, especially if she's able to get that passive stacked. And if Be Lucky isn't paying attention to that and tracking the passive well, could lead to some really bad trades. They both do have teleport, so no opportunity for either of them to cheese out that lane. Also see Conqueror on both of them. We'll definitely be looking pretty significantly at that lane. In the jungle, I find this funny because we have Dark Wolf 10 versus Krug's Addict. The thing I find funny is Zac and Lee Sin considered two of the weaker junglers in the game right now. Both of them have very, not great clears. Lee Sin and Zac obviously both do have a lot of ganking power. They are still able to do a good amount of damage to objectives, get a lot happening in there. Really, really good at that, and obviously great ganks as well from both junglers. Lee Sin also obviously very high skill cap. Like, yes, maybe he's not the best champion in terms of clearing the jungle, but if Dark Wolf is any good, and we will see. It looks like we got a lot of wolves on this team. I mean, if he's a good Lee Sin, then he's a good Lee Sin, and he can absolutely rip red team to shreds. In the mid lane, Sylas versus Malzahar. We've got Mauled Life showing up on the Sylas. We've got a Zakana on Malzahar. Malzahar, I've played this matchup from Sylas' side a few times. Malzahar is just such an annoying champion to lane against. Obviously, he just gets to give you what we like to call space aids. Put his E on you, make you just burn down, has so much wave push. I think we'll have to see Mauled Life try and get some engages on Azakana before he hits level 6, maybe get some jungle pressure. Mauled Life also does have the Ignite on Sylas, potentially able to drive a more aggressive lane into the Malzahar. Azakana we'd expect to see pretty passive, and I will get it rolling as we talk about the bot lane. Varus Seraphine. Varus is sort of back in the meta a little bit with a couple different builds. The Hail of Blades on TSM Battlewolf and the tier start likely mean he'll be going for the more common sniper build that we've seen a lot recently compared to the on-hit, which we usually see go lethal tempo. On the other side of it, Jhin Zyra, very classic poke CC lane. If you get hit by one snare, you're going to get chain CC'd, you're going to take a lot of poke damage, whether it's the Grasping Roots from Zyra, whether it's the Deadly Flourish from Jhin. There's a lot of opportunities for red team here to really get some early CC while Battlewolf is trying to scale up on Varus. So we'll see how that develops. Definitely having the Seraphine, the Guardian for Tyrant's Wolf may help and may allow them to take favorable trades, even though the Jhin Zyra can be very powerful. Let's see, we see Zac here go Krug's Addict, just getting the ward on his red side, wants to watch for the invades, purchases the Sweeping Lens, heading down towards bot side to the blue side. Looks like pretty standard jungle starts. Everybody's just kind of carefully watching, making sure that there's no funny business happening. Neither team particularly wants to go for it, it would appear. Super excited to hop into this game here. Malzahar pinging the turret right away. Oh yeah, we gotta kill those turrets. That is the way you win the game, Malzahar. Very good note. Glad you realized that. And let's just get right underway. Initial jungle clears starting up. Just some initial farming. One other thing to note about this mid lane matchup is the Malzahar passive shield can prevent Sylas from getting the hard engage on him initially. That could lead to some issues. You may need to hit your chains before you can really go in, get the CC, get all the damage. But so far, it looks like everybody pretty happy to just chill. Nothing crazy happening at level 1. Hail of Arrows coming out, getting a little bit of poke in. It's pretty interesting to see the lethality Varuses go with the Hail of Blades, give them a little more power, sort of like Pyke, as we see some trades here in the top lane. Even though Pyke is not really what you'd consider an auto attack based champion, being able to get those 3 autos at once seems to be helping, really helps Pyke's early trades, helps the early lane. And as we'd expect, Azakana pushing in, getting the Voidlings to hit onto Mauled Life. Getting the wave pushed in from the very beginning is exactly what we'd expect here in the top lane, by the way. Disneyland on Irelia, as we were saying, probably is going to be owning this matchup early, especially if he's able to get the use of the passive. Both champions starting. Doran's Blade stun just missing. That could have been a kill there, or at least a flash blown onto Be Lucky. Looks like, by the way, oof, I mean, Krug's Addict. Oh, actually, even in CS, I wasn't sure which path he took. It looks like he went blue, Gromp, red, and now is heading towards the top lane. Charging up the Elastic Slingshot, looking for it onto Disneyland, not quite going to connect. Does get the Stretching Strike. Can he get the second hit? He can. He's going to proc the Aftershock, but I think, yeah, Disneyland just going to be able to walk away. Really interesting clears here. Not a huge fan of the clear for either jungler. Pretty much just barely. Level 3 is a nice trade in the mid lane for Mauled Life. Taking only the 3 camps and not going for the full clear just does leave so much gold up there to leaves it so much on the map. I feel like you're better off at least taking one more camp, but of course that is a weakness, as we said in champs, or at the beginning of this game, of both of these junglers. Not great clears. They're probably going to look to pressure the map early right away. Quick backs, by the way, for both top laners. Oh, it's here. This is exactly what I was talking about with this Jhin Zyra lane. If you get hit by one piece of CC, in this case, it was Deadly Flourish. Into Grasping Roots, into just so much damage. You're going to be taking a lot. Oh, man, that's very annoying harass lane. But despite all that, Battle Wolf on Varus actually staying a little bit up in CS. And in the mid lane, despite Azakana continually trying to push, Mauled Life on Sylas has actually established a slight lead as well. And in the top lane, we do see about an 8 CS lead. Be Lucky is holding on to the teleport. He has backed twice now, picked up boots and a dagger, compared to double Doran's Blade for Disneyland. Cheverloo taking kind of a good amount of damage here on the Zyra. Seraphine definitely has, as much poke as Dark Wolf, it looks like, is looking for a quick gank here. Jungler is still just level 3, but Mauled Life is a full level up on Azakana. Let's see if we can hit the Sonic Wave, get something started. Azakana does still have the spell shield, so it doesn't look like they're going to be able to get anything. Looks like each jungler will get one scuttle. Both still level 3 at 4 minutes and 50 seconds. Not really what you like to see. Can't imagine that the either jungler is going to necessarily be scaled up, but it looks like up here, blue team may be looking for the dive. Be Lucky, fairly low on health. There was a large wave. Looks like Dark Wolf says, no thanks, calls it off. Always a little bit worrying with all those Steel Tempests, and the knockup coming out as Cheverloo continues to try and poke, get the Grasping Roots in, but it's taking a lot of harass on the back end from the Seraphine. Oh, and now they are going to go for the dive in the top lane. Be Lucky is hit by the Sonic Wave, by the Resonating Strike, got stunned up by Irelia, nice engage by Disneyland, well-executed dive by blue team. That's first blood. That's just going to continue the snowball, or hopefully get it started in the top lane. Be Lucky does still have teleport, does still have flash, didn't have to blow anything, so likely just able, purchases another dagger, and now we'll teleport back. Hopefully we'll be able to get that wave rebounded so it doesn't slow push away. And we'll see what he goes for here. Yes, looks like he does just want to push out. In the bot lane, Krug's Addict just going to trade back the dragon on the other side of the map. So, losing a kill in the top lane. Whoa, okay. Well, Azakana says, hey, you need help? I'm going to just teleport to the bot ward. Why not? I don't really need to teleport mid right now. I'll be able to go catch that wave right after we finish the dragon. Looks like he may miss a couple minions, but totally understandable. Mauled Life, or Crit Nasty, able to back off, notice that the dragon's been taken, doesn't go into anything crazy, and despite a relatively quiet game, blue team has established a good lead as TSM Battle Wolf forced to flash away. Cheverloo continuing that very aggressive playstyle, stepping up, and obviously does have so much damage. First back starting to come in. Take a Loco on Jhin, going double longsword and a dagger. Interesting, we do see a lot of Jhins often opt for the Boots of Swiftness if you have enough gold for them on the first back. A very key item on Jhin. Serrated Dirk finish for the Varus, very important as well. Mauled Life also able to pick up the Lost Chapter compared to just Amplifying Tome and Sapphire Crystal from Akazana. This Tyrant Wolf has to back up, and now Disneyland gonna look for the kill. Oh, dodges the stun. Could have gotten so much damage. It is level 6. Be Lucky is as well, but the Vanguard's Edge could come out so fast. Let's see if Be Lucky's able to wind wall these abilities, or if he's just gonna be caught dead. Again, very calm game. Kind of surprising. Expected a lot more early pressure coming in, but hey, blue team can't complain too much. They're about a little bit over 1,000 gold as here comes Dark Wolf looking for a big gank in the bot lane. There is a big wave. Clean ward jump in, and it looks like Chevrolet is going to be toast. Sonic Wave connecting once again and handing that kill right on over to Battle Wolf on Varus. Get the Varus snowballing. Another nice gank from Dark Wolf. Very clean on the Lee Sin. Here comes the curtain call, by the way, coming out from Jhin. I don't think it'll quite be able to kill anybody. Does get some damage onto Battle Wolf. That's probably a little closer than you want. Dark Wolf not able to get anything. Was looking, but he is still not level 6. Not both junglers only level 5, well behind the solo laners currently in terms of XP. Another interesting note, while we're here in a period of relative calm, also interesting to see the Conqueror taken by Maldlife in such an annoying lane against the Malzahar, who's going to be poking you down pretty often. I would expect a lot of Sylas to just go for the fleet footwork. Basically say, hey, I'm just going to chill this lane. I'm going to try and outscale. I'm going to try and roam. No, not Maldlife. He says, hey, I want the Conqueror. I want to do damage. I want to get more AD. I want more AP. I want to be able to win all these fights. He's not going to harass me that much. I'm going to steal his Nether Grasp with Hijack, which is exactly what he's done so far. Let's see what he does with it. He is a level up currently, although there is a big wave pushing in. Is up about 20 CS. Pretty much 15 to 20 CS leads across the board. Now Maldlife taking a lot of damage. Probably just going to have to back. Krug Addict still only level 5 at 9 minutes. Very under-leveled. Is just deciding, hey, if we're not going to pressure somewhere, I'm just going to solo these objectives. Has already taken the first dragon. Not that impactful for the early mountain dragon. He's taking a lot of damage trying to solo this Rift Herald. He does have smite, so I wouldn't expect him, there he used it, to be in that much trouble given that there is the Eye of the Herald, giving them a lot of bonus damage. Disneyland does have the wave pushed in, continuing to get a lot of damage onto Be Lucky. Does have the passive fully stacked. Of course, that makes the Irelia so powerful. Dark Wolf, interesting build on Lee Sin as we continue to see some more items being picked up. The Tiamat being picked up early, not a huge fan of that. Would prefer building towards the Gore Drinker or picking up the early Ionian boots. Obviously, such an OP boot right now. The ability haste, summoner spell haste, both so impactful, especially on someone like Lee Sin, where you can really use those abilities to outplay the opponent. We also see Caulfield's Warhammer being picked up in addition to the Dirk now for Battle Wolf. Take a loco on Jhin. Actually, 4 members of Red Team sitting on over 1,000 gold. So potentially Blue Team's time to look for a fight, either in the bot lane or in the mid lane, given that they do have a pretty strong item advantage at this point before they were able to spend that gold. For example, you can see Akazana only has still Sapphire Crystal plus Amplifying Tome, so remains pretty far behind in terms of items, but once he backs, he'll be able to pick up the Lost Chapter as well. And that will put him about even, although... Oh, and he's actually brought the CS back to even as well, after Maldlife did take a back. Again, keeping this wave pushed in, this is something that the Malzahar is going to do. Maldlife continues to get poked down. Does not see the Zac. This could be scary. Dodges, is going to get hit by the Nether Grasp. Flash in from Krug's Attic. But look at the healing from the Kingslayer from Maldlife. Great Dragon's Rage in. And it will be a quick 1-for-1 trade. Akazana is taken down. Nice counter gank by Dark Wolf. And now he's going back in. Sonic Wave, Resonating Strike. Krug's Attic, you are a level down. Dark Wolf is going to finish this off. Wow, Red Team really tried to force that engage. Oh, and Dark Wolf, okay, phew. I was going to say if he doesn't get that. But he does. Well executed play from the Blue Team. Red Team went so deep. Flash Nether Grasp coming out from Azakana. And then Krug's Addict. Elastic Slingshot plus Flash to get in range. Still, we're not quite able to finish off Maldlife, who, yes, is maxing the Kingslayer. So no wonder we saw so much healing here. Oh, nice Last Breath by Be Lucky. Very quick there to beat out the Vanguard's Edge and just finish off that kill. At the last second, he may have been taken down. But it does look like Blue Team is going to use those kills mid. Just going to secure up the Dragon. They have a jungler here. Zac still not back. Yep, there's the smite coming out from Dark Wolf. Chains of Corruption coming out. Oh, and that's a second root. That should be another excellent Sonic Wave hit by Dark Wolf. In goes Krug's Attic. He's trying to make something happen as Akana is here on the backline as well. But Maldlife stealing the Let's Bounce. He is doing a lot of damage. Krug's Attic forced to run away, and he is just going to go down. Chevrolet is going to go down as well. It is a rout for Blue Team. Maldlife is still alive, and he is pressing forward. A double kill for him. 1 kill for Dark. Well, here comes the teleport in as well from Be Lucky, but Azakana is just going to go down so fast. Flash in from Be Lucky, and he is just going to be demolished again. So much damage from Maldlife. The Sylas Lee Sin duo just doing so much in these early fights. Mauled Life had just finished a back. He had picked up the Kindle Gem, the extra ability haste, the extra HP, giving him such a big pool to regen from with Kingslayer. Huge play from him. Dark Wolf continuing to play these fights extremely clean, hits every Sonic Wave, has been getting those shields off with the safeguard, so it's just overall an extremely well-played game thus far from the Sylas and Lee Sin, both of them up significantly on their laners at this point. Big bounties as well. Dark Wolf up 2 full levels on Krug's Addict. He's up. You never want to see, on the red team side, you never want to see your jungler down 5 kill participation and 25 CS. Just not what you want to happen, but that is what happened when Krug's Addict soloed the Dragon and the Rift Herald so early in the game. He is just going to be missing out on a ton of CS for that, a bunch of pressure as well. Here's the plan. Try to get it back a little bit. Pop the Rift Herald. Dark Wolf, though, using the Dragon's Rage right away, going in on Krug's Addict, and the Bomby Cinder is kind of negative here, and what a Dragon's Rage on the long range for Dark Wolf. Once again, showing those Lee Sin skills, and once again, outplaying Krug's Addict in the jungle. Now Disneyland also continually looking for these fights. Still up a pretty good amount of gold. Yeah. Oh, actually behind in gold. I guess he lost some turret plates. I was just looking at the CS. My bad. But still appears to be winning these fights. Going for the Blade of the Ruin King compared to what looks like will be the Immortal Shield Bow for Be Lucky. Very standard rushes from both of those players. Everfrost finished at this point for Mauled Life. You gotta imagine Dark Wolf. Oh yeah, he's sitting on 3,500 gold. When that Lee Sin backs, he will be even scarier. He is so far up, 2,500 gold up on his other jungler. He is up 3 levels. Pretty nice gold lead in the mid lane as well. Meanwhile, bot lane has been totally calm. That's a nice stun from the Irelia, dashing forward. Oh, but doesn't quite kill that ranged minion. It's trolling. Didn't die to the Blade Surge. And that means there is no reset for Irelia to pop off. But now, Be Lucky may have overextended. Here comes Mauled Life. He is so strong on the Sylas. Ooh, great block there. Means that the hijack does not go off, does not steal the ult, but it just does not matter. Everything hit from blue team. Vanguard's Edge into so much CC, into so much damage. Perma slowed onto Be Lucky. No opportunity for him. He is just shut down. First turret will be taken in the mid lane, so Mauled Life's roam is punished a little bit, but definitely still worth. Oh, we're gonna have to back up and see what happens in the bot lane, and then we'll be right back mid. Fight here. Oh man, the Zyra ult coming out. Battle Wolf trying to get Sheverloo, but just can't quite do it. Red team bot lane limping away with very little health, but they do come away with a double kill. So keeping blue team's lead small, and look at that Dragon's Rage. It is just beautiful. Dark Wolf getting the slow, Nether Grasp used, but immediate CC coming out from Mauled Life. Very cleanly played, saving his jungler from death and saving the Malzahar from getting any shutdown. But now here comes the curtain call. 1 shot hits onto Mauled Life, 2 shots hit onto Mauled Life, 3rd shot misses, and 4th shot is gonna hit. But the Safeguard Shield coming out from Dark Wolf will just save him, so Jin not able to get anything. Take a Loco still looking here. He is walking up. There is no turret, but Mauled Life and Dark Wolf very smartly backing off, not letting the Jhin do anything. So it continues to be just a mid and jungle duo pressure from Mauled Life and Dark Wolf, roaming all over the map at this point, doing so much to just shut down Red Team. They have done really well in the mid lane. They did lose a tower, but that was to the Rift Herald. That's sort of the only advantage Krug's Addict has been able to eke out. I mean, he is 3 levels down at this point. He is almost 3,000 gold behind at 16 minutes. Because he soloed the Rift Herald, he lost out on so much farm, so much XP, but he was able to turn that into a tower. So, you know, that's I would not consider that worth, but it is a nice play here for the team. Dark Wolf now top. Be Lucky is going to be ganked again. Let's see if he can get the knockup. He does hit a double knockup into Last Breath, but at this point he is just too low. He will go down. Dark Wolf at this point has the completed Gorge Ranker. Actually went for the Merc Treads. Interesting. Not sure how I feel about that. Into the team. It obviously does not work on this Oppress. Let's see if Mauled Life can get in for the Nether Grasp. It looks like Krug's Addict's Let's Bounce is going to do just enough to knock away blue team. Oh, but in the meantime, Taika Luko is just going to go down to the Kingslayer. Kill secured for the Sylas after, beautiful snares. Chain CC from Tyrant Wolf and Battle Wolf. Mauled Life said, you know what? This kill is going to go on to the Sylas, and he took it. Still has Nether Grasp for Oh, not anymore. Yeah. Not still has. Well, actually, it looks like he still does. The passive bar is a little misleading, but he does still have it. Krug's Addict just wasted so much time. He's looking for the elastic slingshot, but man, do you really want to hit this? You are low. Neither of them are tanking tower. Tyrant's Wolf is going to hit the Encore and then back away. That's going to pop the Zac into the passive. Battle Wolf now just going to, yeah, it's going to be nice and aligned for the piercing arrow. Krug's Addict is so low, and again, Mauled Life says, hey, let me secure this kill now. I'm going to use the Nether Grasp. I don't care about tanking tower. I don't care about being knocked up. Well, Mauled Life, I think you should have. Gets taken down by Cheverloo with the nice CC from the Zyra. A bit of an overextend there from Mauled Life. But hey, when you're ahead on Sylas, you are feeling like making plays. Now Take a Loco is walking up, but he's going to have to flash away right away. Battle Wolf turned around, did a lot of damage. Now he is 1v4. Oh my gosh. Hits the last piercing arrow. Take a Loco tried to do the curtain call, but it was a little ambitious, a little aggressive, and Battle Wolf said, oh, you're going to do that? Let me just hit you with the piercing arrow right in the face. Trade one back in the 1 for 4. That's what we call worth. Mauled Life coming back up as well. Blue team is deciding to defend the tower. They still have a Lee Sin as well, just backed. Has picked up a Phage and a Ruby Crystal. Would expect to see Sterix coming out next, the classic AD Bruiser build. Looks like Mauled Life going for the Cosmic Drive on Sylas, like that a lot. Gale Force Jhin, obviously one of the main builds we see on Jhin. Totally fine. Duskblade on the Varus. He's working towards the Manamune as well, which will be fully stacked. Finished Blade of the Ruin King plus a Sheen for Disneyland, so he'll probably be going towards the Trinity Force. Potentially could see Divine Thunder. It's, oh, he hits a stun here in the top lane. Be Lucky is starting to tank right away. Use the last breath in, but man, you were out. You maybe could have escaped there. Instead, another kill over to Disneyland. Well played by the Irelia, getting the stun, forcing Be Lucky to either tank tower or just be destroyed. So another kill up there in the top lane. About a 3k gold advantage for blue team. Honestly, not as high as what you might expect watching this game, but it totally makes sense given that red team did get the first tower. They did get more plates. That is going to be so much gold this early on. Oh, and here comes Dark Wolf. He is snared up. He is hit by just about everything, and it literally doesn't matter. Oh, so much damage there from the blue team bot lane. Looks like there's going to be an easy dive. Chain of Corruption comes out. Stolen ult from Mauled Life on the Stranglethorns, able to just pop it and get the massive knockup. He's backing on a ward. He doesn't care. Again, just great chains EC. Really, really good execution in these fights from blue team. And again, special props to the Sylas Lee Sin duo, just absolutely running around the map, hitting everything, popping their abilities, tanking so much damage. I mean, you saw there. Deadly Flourish, plus Grasping Roots, plus Stranglethorns, all used very quickly by the red team on Dark Wolf, and he is back to full health at this point. Hits the Sonic Wave here as well, and he is going back in. Krug's Addict is slowed. Battle Wolf getting the Hail of Blades, auto attacks off. Krug's Addict is low already. Rift Herald hits the tier 2 tower. That's going to be a second tower down from the Herald. This is all of a sudden turning into a rout, into a snowball. The gold lead is just about doubled. Classic Yasuo. This is exactly what you expect from a 1 in 5 Yasuo. Feed then AFK. Oh man. Just when it was looking bad for red team, it looked even worse. Nothing to do now for red team. The gold deficit suddenly doubled very quickly as blue team took 2 towers. So much outstanding gold on the map. And that is another thing, you know, with red team taking first tower and getting towers so early. That does just mean there's a lot of gold standing on the map as blue team is ahead for them to grab and snowball their advantage, which is exactly what we've seen, taking top tower, taking 2 bot towers. That's just picking up so much gold and again continuing to extend the lead. Nether Grasp is up for Mauled Life. It's also up for Azakana, but I don't think red team really wants it. This is, on the other hand, it is a 4v5. You may have to just fight now before things get even more out of hand. Let's see what happens. Calming down again, but blue team is stepping up. They are potentially looking for an engage. You know, but at this point, what can you say other than jungle diff? Still a 2-level difference between Dark Wolf and Krug's Addict. 40 CS, 706 on the Lee Sin compared to 04 and 3. Oh, and here, oh, Mauled Life, you cheeky bastard. Sneaking out. Love to see it. Oh, and Dark Wolf is just so scary. Red team is just in so much trouble here. They may just try and group and say, hey, we have to force a fight. We are so behind and we have no Yasuo now. Again, just a classic Yasuo play. Halfway to the 0-10 power spike in the AFKs. Come on, man. You can do better. Oh, man. Well, I don't even know what to say at this point. Things are just so grim for red team. Dark Wolf is looking for the engage. Hits the Sonic Wave. Hits the Resonating Strike. Gets the slow. Krugzatic pops the Let's Bounce. Flashes out of the Encore. Nice kill force there. Taika Laco dodging everything. Can't dodge the Flash Everfrost though. Moth Life leaves it. Says, hey, I have more pressing things to deal with, like killing the Zyra. She goes down. Now Krug's Addict is in trouble. Gets the smite on the blue buff, but it is just not enough. Running away so fast. Getting popped into the passive. But again, it's just not enough. Disneyland finishing off that kill. Another clean fight from blue team. And here comes the surrender from red team finally with the AFK. Another big fight from blue team. And that is the game. Very clean play. Again, we see the Sylas Lee Sin duo totally stomping, carrying blue team to the victory, and carrying Yasuo to another AFK. What a surprise. Oh man. Great game. Very well executed. Love to see the jungle diff. Let this be a warning to all you junglers out there soloing the dragon and the Rift Herald early. Yes, they're objectives, but it may not always be worth it. You will fall behind while your enemy jungler is farming, or ganking. Anyway, excellently executed game. Again, you know, great to highlight some play from a couple partners. Awesome job from Crit Nasty as Mauled Life on Sylas, carrying the game with Dark Wolf 10. Again, this has been White and Nerdy Casts. See you next time.